Okay, thank you everyone for joining and welcome to AMG's hashtag I Am Growing event in honor of Administrative Professionals Day. Before we begin, some general information. The chat is available for you all to share information. This event will be recorded and we are so lucky to have so many resources here at UCLA. Today we will be highlighting 7 programs. Introductions will be short to name the program and to make sure that our program leads can share as much as possible during this hour. Towards the end of the event, we will open a speed virtual booth via breakout rooms for you all to jump into and learn more about those that are of special interest to you. At the end, we will also have a survey for you all to fill out and be entered into a raffle. We will begin our program with a special keynote speaker, Michael Whittier from UCLA's Health, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. Hi, Michael.
Hi, thank you for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be here with you all today. I want to say happy Admin Professionals Day and excited to just share some words of encouragement with you. But before we do that, I want to do a land acknowledgement. As a land grant institution, UCLA Health acknowledges our presence on traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. We pay respect to the ancestors, elders, and relatives past, present, and emerging. And so with that, this is an awesome event, awesome day to just acknowledge you and the value that you bring to the organization and all the work that is being done and coordinated and supported by so many amazing professionals. And so I just want to share the opportunity of how important just really investing in yourself, knowing what resources are available and how to navigate that. And so one of the things in health equity, diversity, and inclusion that I share constantly with teams is there's only so much the organization can impact. And my perspective on this is really rooted in science, organizational development science, but then also diversity, equity, and inclusion practice. And what you see is the organization can have a plethora of resources, right? We can have affinity groups, we can have professional development support, there could be mentoring programs, leadership development programs. But when you look at the development and the skill development and working on competencies, really that's where the power of you comes in hand. And so really want to just iterate the importance of really engaging with every resource that you have, really taking on opportunities that may feel uncomfortable, speaking to that person that you admire and potentially want to mentor you formally or informally. Take those chances. And when it's feeling uncomfortable, when you feel unsettled, that means you're stretching yourself, you're evolving, you're changing. That's a great feeling when you're on the other side of that uncomfortable feeling that you get. And I share this in the framework of imposter syndrome sometimes. And I'm not the biggest fan of the word imposter syndrome, particularly because what I feel is there are spaces that we need to be in. There's spaces that are completely unwelcoming to us and that harm us. And the difference between that could be really squishy or gray at times. But what I say is for those spaces where we are meant to be, but we may feel that uncomfortable feeling and we may really say or really move to say that that's imposter syndrome, I really reverse engineer that a little bit to say, what experiences or trauma in our lives that allow us not to grow, not to develop? And if that is something that's occurring within us, then that's something that we can fix, that we can take control of. And if not, if all of the factors that are making us uncomfortable is external, then that space may be providing or perpetuating harm that is not helpful for us. And so even then, there's an opportunity for you to extract yourself from those spaces. And so again, it's just an opportunity to really take back the power of being in uncomfortable and unsettling environments and situations. And it all starts with really growing and stretching yourself and pushing yourself, even when you're in a comfortable setting or you're in a comfortable workspace. And that's professional development. That's speaking and connecting with other folks that are doing things that you aspire to do, or doing things that are totally different from you, and allowing you to grow and open your perspective on work and what it means to be in community with folks in our work community and beyond. And so please allow this as an opportunity to connect with others. Please ask questions. Please imagine what growth and development and support really means to you, and be intentional about your time here today, because everyone who organized this put so much work into ensuring that this is an opportunity for you to learn, for you to get a deeper understanding of what resources are available and how they're all here to support you to your benefit. And so with that, I'm going to turn it back to the team. But again, thank you for participating in this event today. And thank you for allowing me to speak to kick off everything that is in store for you.
Thank you, Michael. Truly inspiring words of wisdom. What a great way to kick us off. And thank you, admin staff, for joining us today. Happy Admin Professionals Day. We have a full agenda, and in the interest of time, we'll be providing a very short introduction to each of our speakers to make sure you get the most of all the information they have prepared as it relates to your professional development. We have 7 wonderful groups ready to share information about their programs designed with you in mind. So first, I would like to introduce to you Lola Engel, joining us from CHR.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I am the Professional and Career Development Coordinator for Campus Human Resources Learning and Org Development Department. I'm going to be sharing a wide range of programs that we offer, and you're not going to be able to remember them all. So at the end of my 4 minutes, I will share links to every single program I talk about in the chat. The first thing I want to share about is our cohort programs. We offer 2 different cohort programs. There is the Staff Enrichment Program, which is generally for entry to mid-level employees. And we have the Professional Development Program, which is normally for higher mid-level employees. The program that you would qualify for would be dependent on your job title. And the beautiful thing about these cohort programs is you would be completing this program with a small group of people, somewhere between 20 to 35 people. You're going to get to know them really well, and you're going to complete the program over the course of 10 months. To qualify for one of these programs, you have to have a year of service at UCLA, and we do recommend that at least 1 year in your current role. You also have to have a meets expectation or higher from your most recent performance evaluation. And to go into further detail about these 2 cohort programs, during the 10 months, you'll be participating in a monthly workshop where we will be teaching you skills to help you upskill and level up. All participants are also going to complete a capstone project where they will be doing a project to serve their department and exercise some of their new skill sets. And then there's also some one-on-one career coaching, as well as other components of the program. Unfortunately, applications for both programs have already closed for this year, but if this sounds of interest to you, we will open applications again in the very beginning of 2024. Next, we have performance and impact badges. We heard from employees that they want to do certificate programs, but they don't have the time to commit to 10 plus courses. So we created these shorter badge programs that only require you to do a couple of classes, but it's going to allow you to dig deeper into a specific subject matter. These are the 4 performance and impact badges that we're currently offering. We have a program on strategic and empowered career management. If you are exploring your career or would like to understand how you can move up, this is a great one for you. We also have one on emotional intelligence. We have a project development and project management oriented impact badge. And then we also have one on presentation skills that I'm going to be teaching myself starting this summer. And then for any of you that are already in supervisory level roles, or you would like to move up to a supervisory level role, then I would recommend some of the management development programs. Again, we have this to support our managers and our supervisors here at UCLA. Managing employees is important, and we want to make sure that you're able to support your staff as best as possible. Here are some of the programs we have available in management. The supervisory certificate series is open to anyone. So if, again, you're exploring the option of becoming a supervisor, this is great for you. Versus some of the others, you might have to have a specific management level title to qualify. And then before I close, I want to share that we have a newsletter. In theory, every employee should already be signed up for the newsletter, but if you're not receiving the newsletter on somewhere around a bi-weekly or monthly basis, you can send an email to us and we can make sure that you're added to the list. And then lastly, I have some wonderful news. We are now making LinkedIn Learning available for free for all UCLA staff members. LinkedIn Learning offers 16,000 plus courses that are self-paced and online. So definitely take that opportunity. Thank you very much. And again, I'll share all of the links to the things that I talked about in the chat.
Thank you so much, Lola, and we'll also be sure to share the information with all our attendees today. Next, I would like to welcome Ing Pansabat from UCLA Extension. Welcome, Ing.
Thank you so much, Grace. And thank you for getting my last name right. That's really awesome. Happy Admin Professionals Day, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to be here to speak on behalf of UCLA Extension. I am the Associate Director of our Department of Business Management and Legal Programs over at UCLA Extension. For those of you who may not be familiar with what we do, we are the continuing education and professional development arm of UCLA that is that offers open enrollment courses to the wider community. Our target audience are working professionals, so courses that we offer are very flexible in format. We typically offer classes in the evenings to fit a working professional schedule. We also offer classes online. These online classes are either asynchronous or they do have some live meetings. We have, again, courses in a variety of different formats that students can choose from that fit their schedule best. UCLA Extension is one of the largest continuing education institutions nationally. We offer hundreds of certificate programs ranging in fields from accounting and taxation to education, to healthcare, to entertainment studies, to business management, engineering, technology, and so much more. We're really, again, quite comprehensive and offer courses that hit both professional development as well as personal enrichment. So if you were, say, interested in, learning how to write more creatively, and you have passion for screenwriting, we have classes in our great award-winning writers program that would help you achieve those goals. If you wanted to learn accounting and finance and level up in your career, again, we have those courses to help you reach whatever your professional and personal goals are. Every year we do offer thousands of courses, and these courses and programs can scale up into specializations or full certificate programs. Full certificate programs do carry academic units. And so if you have the goal of pursuing education beyond extension, there may be opportunities to pathway into different degree programs. Some of the certificates we offer do have articulations into various degree programs. And again, we just have a whole plethora of information out there for you. All of the courses at UCLA Extension are taught by working professionals with real life practical knowledge. They are bringing into the classroom the work that they are doing in the real world. Our classes are really set up to be much more applied and practical in knowledge. And so you have opportunities to work on real world projects, or if you have something going on in your own workplace that you want to bring in as a project for the class, you are welcome to do so and encouraged to do so, so that again, you can immediately apply what you are learning into the classroom into your own real world jobs. And the last thing that I do want to offer and mention is that for any UCLA staff that is hired at least 50%, there is a 25% discount that is available. So please do make sure that you look into the staff discount if you are interested in taking any courses at UCLA. And of course, if you are looking to take classes to upskill in the current position that you are at, please do talk to your supervisor, as there may be some opportunities to do some recharges on the back end. And of course, there are discounts that way as well. I will share in the chat a link to the UCLA Extension staff discount page so that you have that information, as it is quite important to remember to go through that process to get verified so that you receive that discount. Again, thank you very much for having me here today. I'm very happy to support the AMG. Thank you to Grace and Carla for organizing this.
Thank you so much, Ing. These are great resources to help us move our careers to the next level. So we're really excited to hear more about the program and the hundreds of certificates you offer. I would now love to introduce Anna Esquivel from Staff Assembly.
Thank you. I'll share my screen. Good morning and happy Administrative Professionals Day to all of you, and thank you for being here today, and thank you, AMG, for inviting me. So I'm Anna Esquivel, president of UCLA Staff Assembly. I'm a UCLA alumna, first generation student, 26 years of service, and I work for the UCLA Health IT Information Systems and Solutions Department. I represent Staff Assembly, which is an independent advisory body to the university administration. It was founded in 1978, and it's supported by the chancellor and campus human resources. The executive board is comprised of UCLA staff who volunteer their time in addition to their day job to help support staff and address issues of concerns, establish communication channels with university administration, review policies and procedures that are currently active or in the works, and help advocate for your interest. We also put on different events to help with your professional growth and development, and also to give you information as to what other resources are there to assist you throughout your journey at UCLA and learning about all the benefits, not only your work career benefits, but athletics. UCLA has athletics, and how to be engaged with them and attend different sporting events or other events across campus, whether it's with the music school, the arts, student activities as well, and other cross organizations. We'll go to the next slide here. There are different ways for you to become active and get to know us and follow us and learn about all the different things going on across campus. You can follow us by linking to one of our social media pages here. There are the different QR codes. If you don't follow us yet, you can visit our Staff Assembly website. And after I'm done speaking, I'll put that information in the chat for you. Within our website, there's a list of additional resources that cross all the different campus partners. And UCLA Staff Assembly is also a member and engages with the other UC system staff assemblies, and that is through the Council of UC Staff Assemblies. We meet on a quarterly basis and advocate at the higher level and have direct communication with the Office of the President. We engage with the Board of Regents and try to attend those open sessions to give open comments. And I just want to share some of the things that we've been able to accomplish through CUCSA Staff Assembly and by attending these Regent meetings. The 4.5% increase that non-represented staff received last year, that was due to the advocacy at the Staff Assembly level. And there is a proposed 4.6% that's in the budget. We're just waiting for the governor to hopefully approve it, and that we would get that increase this year. And it's not merit-based, so hopefully if it gets approved, everyone who is non-represented, and that means employees who are not in a union, will get that increase coming this year. The other significant advocacy that we've done is the UCLA health system had access to LinkedIn for all their employees. We were able to advocate, and Campus Human Resources has now made that available to everyone across the campus as well, so that you have those LinkedIn resources to continue with your professional development or learning new skills. And the other example is the winter closure. I think there was a proposal to close down the campus for those 2 weeks, and staff were being forced to either take 7 days of their PTO or leave without pay. We were able to advocate based on your feedback to reduce that, and our proposal and suggestions were taken into account, and that was reduced to 3 days. So staff assembly is here. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to one of us. There are also opportunities for you to volunteer and not just be on the executive board. You can volunteer on one-off projects. So there's a QR code there at the bottom, so that you can connect with us if you're just interested to get a feel and just do something small, or maybe your work time doesn't allow you for more time. A couple of things that are open and active right now: UCLA Staff Assembly elections. We are open right now through the end of this week. So please, if you're interested in being on the executive board, submit your nomination, or if you know of a colleague, reach out to them and you can submit one on their behalf, but make sure you get their approval to do so. Also, another big thing that Staff Assembly does is we have an annual Spark campaign to raise funds for scholarships. We also partner with different groups like the UCLA Retiree Association, HCI, which is the Healthy Campus Initiative. Wellness supports and sponsors a couple scholarships. University Extension also supports scholarships as well. And we have an endowment that's supported through the Office of the Chancellor and the University Credit Union to provide scholarships. So nominations are open. In addition to a couple of awards, there's the Chancellor's Award, there's a Faculty Staff Award, there's the Kevin Macaulay Award as well. So please, if you haven't looked it up, if you want to, apply for a scholarship, there's the QR code there as well.
Thank you so much, Anna. We are so grateful to have you here today. And then Anna's contact information is on the screen, and we can also put on the chat for you. And, as someone who's also been part of Staff Assembly, I just want to give a little shout out to Staff Assembly as well. Next, I would like to turn it over to Christy Inawan from FEMBA program at Anderson. Christy, nice to have you here with us.
Thanks, Grace. Thanks for having us. Really excited to be here. And happy Admin Professionals Day to everyone. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so as Grace mentioned, my name is Christy Inawan. I am the Associate Director of Admissions Outreach for the Fully Employed MBA program at UCLA Anderson. Our Fully Employed MBA program is a part-time program, so it is designed for full-time working professionals so that you can continue working while earning your MBA. It is a standard 33-month part-time program. However, there's definitely ways to speed it up and get it done a little quicker within 27 months, or even stretch it out to up to 5 years if needed. So there is definitely a lot of flexibility in terms of the length of the program. Life happens. Sometimes students will have to take a quarter off or maybe take less of a course load during the program. So we're definitely open to that. And we really do pride ourselves on the flexibility of our program. I do want to just highlight that because it's a part-time program, often there's a misconception that because it's part-time, that students are missing out on the MBA experience. But I want to dispel that rumor, especially at UCLA Anderson. I can definitely say our students still get the full experience. It's the same MBA. in the end, you're graduating with a Master of Business Administration from UCLA Anderson, whether you graduate from the full-time program, fully employed MBA, or executive MBA program. It's the same faculty, same curriculum. You have access to career services, clubs, networking opportunities. So just want to make sure that, you know, I address that possible concern. We do offer 3 different flexible schedule options. So if a student prefers to learn during the evening after work, we do offer the Tuesday, Thursday evening schedule on campus. And hopefully you'd have like the shortest commute to anyone else because you're on campus, which makes it really, really convenient. Or, you know, some students prefer to do just Saturday schedule. So every Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:15. We also have a hybrid schedule. So it's a hybrid of online and on campus. And that schedule only requires 1 weekend per month on campus. So a Saturday and Sunday, once per month on campus. And then the rest is online learning. So again, you know, you have the choice of any of those 3, and there is some ability to change once the electives begin in the program to a different schedule. As I mentioned, we do offer electives, and it's a really big variety. So everyone completes the same foundation courses, which I'll show you in a second. And then you all branch out into the different areas of interest, whether you have interest in finance or tech management or sustainability, real estate, entertainment, entrepreneurship. There really is something for everybody. So you have the ability to specialize in one area or more than one areas, or not specialize at all and just kind of take whatever electives look interesting quarter by quarter. As UCLA staff, you do have access to the $30,000 UCLA Staff Fellowship. So that's definitely something that we're really happy to be able to provide to staff. It's dispersed over the length of the program, so it adds up to the $30,000 total. And we do waive the application fee for UCLA staff. So if you do apply, just make sure to email us before you hit submit so we can waive that fee requirement. We are still accepting applications for this fall. We only start once a year in the fall. So if you're still interested in possibly applying to start this fall, the deadline would be the end of May. And so if you have questions about requirements, please, happy to chat later on, happy to communicate via email, even set up a one-on-one appointment. We do have a full info session webinar going on this evening. So if you're interested in registering, it's not too late. And let's see, this is just the snapshot of the curriculum. So you can see it starts off with a 1 week long leadership course. So it's like the orientation week, and then you go into your core courses, and then you get into your electives, and that's when you can really start customizing the content. And everyone is required to do one capstone project, which is either a consulting project or a business creation option for any of you who are interested in entrepreneurship. So yep, that's like my quick overview, but happy to chat later on, and I could definitely provide my contact information in the chat as well.
Christy, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you join us today. Thank you for sharing all this great information about FEMBA and how we can get started on our MBA program. A reminder to the audience that we will open virtual booth breakout rooms after our last speaker for you to learn a little bit more and ask questions to the groups of interest. I have now the pleasure to introduce Dr. Jorge Cherbosky from the Staff and Faculty Counseling Center.
Thank you so much. Such a joy, and what an amazing resources you put together for all of us, you know. So I represent the Staff and Faculty Counseling Center, which is our employee assistance program. And, you know, many people tell me, what is it that you do? What is an employee assistance program? And I always tell them that we do 2 things. We move people from TGIF, you know, to TGIH, from thank God it's Friday to thank God I'm here. And this is a very important thing for me because, you know, when I came to United States, I saw a Gallup study with 350,000 employees that show that only 1 out of 4 people come to work after 3 years in an organization with a sense of joy and inclusion. And I thought that's kind of, and 3 out of 4 can hardly wait for retirement for the day to end, right? And to my dismay, I sent my students at UCLA to replicate that study. And guess what? I find the same thing. And so, you know, we're committed to create a climate in workplace where people feel engaged and joyful. And I like to walk the talk. I think it's possible. With my organization for 22 years, nobody ever left. So I think it's possible to do great work and feel unified. And the second thing we do is, you know, my specialty is emotional intelligence and relationship intelligence. I always say that people always look for 3 things: BCG, belonging, connection, and joy. And I think about the first time you came to work or you met your peers, you know, there was so much excitement, you know. And 15 years into the future, belonging become alienation, connection become disconnection, and joy bitterness. Why? Why something that was so meant to be? And it's because we need to work. We need to have skills to keep it like that. So through our office, I think we provide a lot of really life skills to keep, you know, relationship both at work and outside work and a sense of well-being for you. And now in a virtual world, you know, which we live in a hybrid, it is specific challenges. I think for us has been really good because accessibility to our services is so much more easier now. We had increased tremendously the people who come to our office because now people don't need to drive and park at times. So, you know, and at times even people who don't have access maybe to computer or privacy, they can go to the car and we do sessions through the phone. So it's a free and confidential service that is available not only to you, but one great thing is available to immediate family as well. So, you know, I think some of the challenges why people come to us, I think lately, definitely there's a lot of issues of staffing after the pandemic. So definitely how to avoid burnout in ourselves and the people we manage is a topic that we are dealing with a lot, how to keep a little bit more of a work-life balance, which is always a really challenge, right? And the other one is, you know, how to keep hope. We live in a world which is so divisive. We're so divisive, you know, not only through the pandemic, but politically. A lot of incidents of violence are shaking the sense of safety in many of the people we see. So we help them, you know, instill hope despite all these very difficult situations. So what are the issues that we deal with issues of mental health, you know, depression, anxiety, substance abuse. You know, many people come to us for how do I develop self-esteem in my kid? You know, how do I help my aging parents? And also, we also deal in issues of well-being. We provide coaching on emotional intelligence, on stress management. So we help you maybe find, you know, what is your passion and your talents, and a little bit help you create a roadmap for your career. So we both in both worlds, in the mental health as well and the well-being. And I think one thing is great is we have a very diverse staff, which is really great, you know. And we offer, you know, one-to-one. We offer at times family sessions. We have some groups, you know. I just finished a group, you know, that we did a little bit about resilience. And we provide consultations. If you have any challenge in dealing with anyone at work, definitely we will be a safe, confidential place for you to maybe get some skills and a perspective into that. And one of the things that also we do is many of you, we provide short-term, you know, not long-term services. So we interview a lot of providers. Some of you had tried to get a therapist. It's a real challenge, you know, especially even a psychiatrist, you know, someone who is in your network. So lately we're interviewing a lot of groups, a lot of individuals where we can, you know, when we refer you out is someone that we have most of the time contact with, we feel it will be a good match with you and help you facilitate a long-term referral. So I encourage you, it's really, I think, a wonderful benefit for you and for your family member. And, we're here to watching you back, that's what we do. Thank you so much for including me in this amazing day, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Jorge, for introducing us to the many resources that SFCC has to offer. We are now excited to introduce Marian Gabra from ACE. Hi, Marian.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Happy Admin Professionals Day to all. My name is Marian Gabra. I am the Director of Advisor Training and Professional Development and the Director of the University Studies Program for undergraduate students with the Center for Academic Advising in the college. And I have the great pleasure of leading the Advising Communities of Excellence, or ACE Professional Development Program. So I will share my screen. The vision of ACE is to build community, to practice theory, and to theorize practice. So first and foremost, we value community and connection and collaboration, and creating spaces where campus professionals can come together and create a shared language, not only on how we support students, but how we can also support each other. And creating a community of care in the work that we do. In terms of practicing theory and theorizing practice, we want our work to be informed by data, research, scholarship, assessment, and also to give language to the value and impact of advising and the incredible work that we do to foster student learning outside of the classroom and in the co-curricular space. And so, how do we do that? I work with an incredible committee that represents not only the college, but the different schools, academic departments, and the Student Affairs Division. They bring with them their incredible talents and insights and ideas, and I'm very grateful to how they have really elevated this professional development program. We are very intentional about making this program campus-wide, so it's open to anybody who is interested in continuous learning, self-reflection, and really engaging in the work. So not just clocking in, clocking out, but really thinking about what is my contribution and how can I collaborate with colleagues to support students and each other. And also, in order to engage in quality advising, we need to be able to be connected with different campus stakeholders. So we define advising more broadly, anyone who interacts with students, and also anyone who is interested in learning more about academic advising. We offer workshops that are very interactive. Some of our more recent workshops were unpacking grief, loss, and healing post-pandemic. Also supporting Black Bruins, advising with a trauma-informed lens, supporting first-gen transfer students, and different topics that are really relevant to the work that we do. We have also had a community dialogue series. These are more informal spaces that bring campus professionals together to share best practices, strategies, some of the challenges that we face, and the innovative solutions we have tried and implemented. We also have subcommittees and initiatives. The ACE mentoring program, we have an application that opens every August, and it's open campus-wide. We've even extended that to include our UCLA Retirees Association. In this past year, it's been incredible to have their wisdom and their support and mentorship and guidance. And so we really do want this program to foster the personal and professional development of UCLA Bruins. And so you're more than welcome to participate in this program. It's a non-competitive application, and we try our best to be thoughtful about how we match folks based on what is shared in the application. We also have our ACE Reads. These are study group meetings where folks can come together to discuss a particular text or podcast that is relevant to the work that we do. We also have an assessment and research advisory board in collaboration with faculty, the research center, and our assessment folks on campus. We just recently commenced a program evaluation and assessment series. And those who completed all 4 workshops earned a certificate of completion, really fostering the use of data and assessment, creating that culture on this campus. ACE Writes, these are writing groups for our community. So whether it's a creative project, an academic senate review, a work publication, or a conference presentation, a report, having dedicated space and time to write in community. Support and accountability are really key in having that time to write effectively. ACE Talks, these are like TED Talks for our community, where we get to hear the unheard narratives of UCLA professionals and learn from and grow from each other's incredible stories and trajectories. And more recently, we've been hosting ACE Eats. These are just informal lunch meetups where we set a date and a time and a space on campus, and you're welcome to bring your lunch and connect with colleagues on campus, again, fostering this sense of community and collaboration. At the end of every year, we send out a survey just to get feedback about this program. And some of the things that folks mention are, that this program has helped them to think outside the box, to find connections between different departments and units, to feel connected to UCLA, to learn from each other. It centers them in the field. It's helped them grow as a professional to better serve their students, and an opportunity to collaborate with student affairs professionals, which, if we didn't have this program, some folks wouldn't necessarily have those opportunities. And ACE is very proud to share that we were the recipient of the NACADA Region 9 Advising Innovation Award in 2018, only 2 years after its launch of the program. So we hope to continue to be thoughtful about how we can continue to elevate this program so that it's very meaningful for those who engage with it. And so if you'd like to join the listserv, feel free to email ace@college.ucla.edu and follow us on Instagram. I'll also put this information in the chat. So thank you so much for your time.
Marian, thank you so much for sharing the hidden treasure that is ACE. And our last speaker before our virtual booth breakout rooms is none other than Patty Gonzalez-Johnson from AMG.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for making time to be here. I'm going to keep this brief. I'm a little under the weather, so I apologize, but I thought it was so important to be here because this is such a wonderful event that I have to thank my 2 colleagues on the board, which are Carla Gonzalez and Grace Francisca. They were the brainchilds of this and brought it to fruition and invited everyone. So I want to thank everyone. Or thank them specifically, and thank all of you for being here and sharing your wisdom and resources. I'm going to talk about AMG. A lot of you probably already are familiar with AMG since you're here, so this will probably not be a lot of new information, but I'm going to share with you anyway. I want to make sure that you are aware of our website. So that if you are not on the list, I want to make sure that you join our listserv, and you can do that. It's just amg.ucla.edu, and you can join the listserv here. And just a little background on AMG. So AMG is the brainchild of Luby Levin. She's our sponsor and advocate, and she wanted to engage the staff to better understand what employees needed for their career and professional development. And Luby thought it was important to focus on developing staff and engaging, the broader campus so that they can move into more managerial roles and help the operation of the university. So for us, it's really important, and our mission is to provide opportunities for professional growth and development, to share resources, to nurture our talent here at UCLA so that we can keep them, because that is something that's really important. And the way that we do that is a few different ways. So we have a couple of, we have events which we bring to you about, I would say we at least have one event a month, if not more. So under past event, we try to record them all. You'll be able to see, we've had some really great events recently, like our conference. We also had strategies for advancing your career, how to effectively communicate your value, your resume writing, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. And so I want to bring your attention to this so that you can take a look at some of these if you weren't able to join them. We do try to record them. This will also be recorded. So this is one way we bring resources to you. In the interest of time, I'm just going to point out a couple of other things. ProShare, this is a 6-month program. We bring together folks from across the campus, which, basically it's to help support one another in our jobs, to learn about other careers if you're interested, and just to share best practices. So we launched in January, it goes through June. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Our annual leadership conference, we have that every year, where we bring, the wisdom of our leaders here on campus to share their insights with everyone. Yeah, it's a great event. It's a great way to connect with folks, to network. So we invite you to attend next year's, which will probably sometime in April. That's when we had it this year. And our newsletter, that's one other thing I wanted to point out. We have a newsletter every month where our board members write content. We bring content to your attention, like TED Talks, books, LinkedIn learning courses. Thank you to HR for allowing us to have that for free. It's such a great resource. I can't tell you what a great resource that is. So please check out our newsletter. And the final thing that I'll mention is our Excellence Awards, Excellence in Service Awards. So the application has closed and we will be announcing winners very soon, but we do showcase, we have 3 different awards, and we partner with Campus Human Resources to honor outstanding managers and staff who've made significant contributions to their organization and the campus at large. So that's a little bit about AMG. I just want to encourage you to spread the word, forward our newsletters to folks if you receive it and they don't, and just spread the word, because I think it's important for us all to support each other. So thank you. And with that, I'll turn it back over to, I believe, Grace.
Thank you, Patty. And before we open the virtual breakout session, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today and for your participation. And we just want to acknowledge all of you for National Administrative Professional Day. You guys are the backbone of your department and this institution, and you keep us all running. And to our speakers today, a special note of gratitude for joining us and sharing all these resources with all our wonderful administrative professionals at UCLA. And we will now open the virtual booth breakout rooms. They'll be open for about 8 minutes. And so we recommend going into 1 to 2 groups that interest you and focus on visiting those for about a few minutes each. And breakout rooms will close at 1:58 or 12:58 p.m. If you have access, you should have access to jump from different booths or different rooms. So please go ahead and join now. Thank you so much.
Should we join the rooms, Grace?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Carla, I forgot to mention, I don't know if you're still recording. I think you are. For them to join LinkedIn.
Yes.
Also that we post jobs. And then finally, yeah, it was just LinkedIn, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
We have a
thanks.
slide at the end. You got it.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Hey, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to ask again, which room should I join?
Which program interested you the most?
Staff assembly.
Staff
That's what I
assembly?
was
Okay.
thinking of going to, but
Yeah, so let me move you to staff assembly. I think I can do that for you. Or
okay,
maybe
thanks. I can
can't.
join it. I can join
Okay.
it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Garrett, should I assign you to whatever I want?
I'm so sorry. I joined late, so I'm not sure what some of these are.
Okay, gotcha.
What is CHR? Because I think
They are the HR program that provides courses like on project management, emotional intelligence, those interest badges.
okay,
that
maybe staff
one?
assembly would be more so.
All right, sending you.
Thank you.
You got it. Kimberly, was there an interest group that you had in mind that I can help move you to? Jasmine, or Lorraine? Oh, Lorraine left. Rosalinda, is there an interest group that was particularly intriguing for you? No? Okay, no worries. Oh, Jasmine. Let's see, interested in the Imagine. Okay, moving you there. Kimberly, was there a group that was interesting to you? Or Rosalinda? We still have a couple more minutes.
How do I go into that?
Hi, Kimberly. Was there a group that was interesting to you that I can put you in?
I don't know which group to go in.
Okay. I will have you join SFCC. Maybe you can learn a little bit about them.
Sure.
Excellent. You should receive an invite at the bottom.
This was great, Carla. This was
Yes.
helpful. I wish I could have shared this so much more with so many of my employees here.
I will have the recording for you, Susanna. If you just fill out the survey at the end, I'll make sure to share that with you, and that way you can provide the information to your staff. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you, Carla.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please, sorry, go ahead. Welcome back, everyone. We should have pretty much everyone back, and then I will turn it over to Grace.
Thank you, Carla, and thank you everyone for joining us. And I hope you got a lot out of that. And I'm sorry if you guys were cut in the middle of a conversation, but we will definitely be sending out information to you guys later. And we would also like to hear more about your thoughts from today's event. So please complete our brief survey, which enters you, as I mentioned earlier, into a raffle for some swags. Access the survey by hovering over the QR code on the screen or clicking on the link in the chat. And a quick plug-in, AMG elections are also coming up and opening soon in the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't already, please join our listserv and follow us on LinkedIn for additional details. So we will be sure to provide that information to you.
I will stick around with the QR code, but also if you do check out our LinkedIn, we do post aspiring management positions. So keep an eye on our LinkedIn and look out for those positions that are opening all the time. We actually post one at least once a week. So more information on how to take the next step on your journey to your next career goal. Thank you, everyone.
Will you guys be sharing the slides, the slide decks?
I will be sharing the slide deck. Just fill out the survey so we get your email address and we'll email that to you.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good one. Happy Admin Professionals Day.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Chrissy, Loa.
Appreciate it. Bye, Patty.
Thank you all so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye, Anna. Thank you for being
Bye.
here.
Thanks for asking us to participate, and this was really wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Carla and Grace's baby. I only support them and they go wild and I love it. Yeah,
Amazing work.
They're
Thank
amazing.
you.
All right, and feel better, Patty. Bye, everyone.
you.
Yeah.
Feel better,
Bye.
Patty.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Bye.
bye everyone.
Bye, everyone. All right.